Greetings, Wildcat family and friends. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for Western High School's class of 2021. In keeping with the dignity of this solemn occasion and to enjoy the graduation exercises to the fullest extent, we request that you remain seated during the ceremony and refrain from distracting noises. We would also ask that during the roll call of graduates, you hold your applause and celebration until all graduates have received their diplomas. At this time, please make sure that all cell phones are turned off and placed on silent mode. As each graduate receives his or her diploma, a professional photographer will take a photograph of the graduate with Mr. Araujo. The Western High Wildcat family wishes to thank you for your cooperation in making this graduation ceremony a special memory for graduates, their families, and friends.
At this time, please welcome to the podium our Student Government President, Lisa Marcano, for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise for the presentation of colors and join us in reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance. Western High School's JROTC, under the direction of Cadet Sergeant Major Lauren Brito, will be presenting the colors. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, performed by the Western High Chorus and accompanied by our senior class American Sign Language student signers, Rebecca Aliberta and Rachel Mejia. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Audience, and only audience, please be seated. And now, please welcome our proud principal, Mr. Jimmy Araujo, for the introduction of our platform and distinguished guests.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to have you all here in person. How good do the graduates look? All 700 plus of them standing out there right now. Let's give them a hand. Graduates, will Western High School's graduating class of 2021 please be seated? No practice this year. No practice this year. I'd like to welcome you all to the 39th commencement ceremony for Western High School's class of 2021. I am, of course, Mr. Arrojo, your proud principal. Before I have the honor of introducing our distinguished platform guests for this afternoon, let me please present to you the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert W. Runcie, to share a message with our graduates.
You are about to join a very special group. You are about to become a graduate of Broward County Public Schools. Your past school year has been historic. Your schools closed and opened, and you learned wherever Wi-Fi was the strongest. You spent days behind masks through the coronavirus pandemic. You lived through racial and political turmoil that has divided communities, through a severe economic downturn and job losses and an acrimonious presidential election. But the class of 2021 adapted and persevered through all of this and more. You worked hard. You continued to learn and achieve. You succeeded. You will write the next chapter in the history books. Given what I know about you, I believe the chapter will be full of stories of courage, grace, and hope that will fuel a stronger humanity. There's a story I want to share with you that I hope will help you put life's challenges in perspective and inspire you to make the most of the gift of life that you have been given. A teacher passed out a writing exercise to her students. It consisted of only a black dot in the center of a piece of white paper. She asked the students to write a few sentences to describe what they saw. Once everyone was finished, she collected the pages and started reading the writings to the class. They all wrote about the black dot, its size, and its position on the page. Some even got creative and described it as a portal to the universe. Regardless, all the comments were about the black dot. What was interesting is that no one wrote about the white part of the paper, that which is the foundation for the whole. Think about it. If there was not an entire field of white space, that black dot would never even be seen. What's the message here? You have so much to celebrate in life if you see the whole picture. The dark spots are very small when compared to everything we have in our lives, but they are the ones that occupy and pollute our mind. Don't focus on the dark spots, the disappointments, the anxious thoughts, the bad news, the sensational headlines, the social media feeds. Because when you do, you are taking your foundational good for granted, so much so that you forget to notice the greater blessings in your life. Take your eyes off the dot-sized frustrations and focus on the bigger and brighter part of your life. As you graduate, think about what is important to you, what you care about, what you want to prioritize, and where you may be able to make the greatest impact after high school. Find your own path to be successful. Our life is a gift. We will always have reasons to celebrate. Nature renewing itself daily on the planet we call home, the friends and family around us, music and art that we enjoy, rainbows and sunsets, our teachers, and your high school graduation. Enjoy each one of your blessings and each moment that life gives you. Congratulations to our amazing class of 2021 graduates. I am proud of you. You've overcome challenges and you've succeeded in becoming a graduate. I will always remember you. I love you and pray that your life's journey will lead you to true joy and happiness. Congratulations.
Thank you to Superintendent Runcie. Now I have the honor of introducing our distinguished platform guests. To my right, Western High School's own school board member, vice chair, and District 6 representative, Mrs. Lori Rich Levinson. School board countywide at large, seat 8 representative, and a proud Wildcat mom of a graduating senior tonight, Miss Donna Korn. The Chief Financial Officer for Broward County Public Schools, Ms. Judith Marte. Cadre Director, Office of School Performance and Accountability, my boss, Mr. LePace, Todd LePace. Also on stage, I have my administration, Miss Roxanne Huggins, Mr. Derek Gordon, Miss Christine Groff, Miss Helene Kosis, and Missy Jones. On my left, Mr. David Pereira, our behavioral specialist. Seated next to him is last year's Broward County Brace Advisor of the Year, Miss Anna Hernandez. And seated next to her, this year's Broward County Public Schools High School Counselor of the Year, who is now in the running to be named School Counselor of the Year for the state of Florida, our very own Guidance Director, Miss Lauren Cohen. And seated to my left in the front row are our special guests, our 4 students, who you will learn more about as the day progresses. Our valedictorian, Juliana Forero. Our salutatorian, Rachel Chang. Our student government president, Lisa Marcano. And our senior class president, Sophia Elliott. In the audience, we also have a special guest representing the town of Davie and the mayor, Judy Paul. We have council member from District 2, Michelle Whitman, seated over here. Thank you for coming. And I'll be back.
It's been a tradition at Western High School to provide the student government president and the senior class president a moment to reflect on their 4-year journey. Here now to share their thoughts and memories with us is your senior class president, Sophia Elliott, followed by SGA president, Lisa Marcano.
Good afternoon. My name is Sophia Elliott. I am the senior class president, and it is an honor to be speaking to you today. We truly never thought this day would come. We thought we would never be able to walk across this stage and commemorate such a milestone with loved ones and the amazing faculty and staff at Western High School. And here we are, 4 years later, with teachers who have become mentors, shaping my life and my peers impermeably. This past year has been anything but conventional. We have not only struggled as students, but as humans venturing into an era where no one knows exactly what is going to happen next. Although we did not get the senior year we worked for, we were truly all in this together as we all went through a conjunctive experience apart. I am very proud of how we have grown and defeated all obstacles in our path. As Rory Gilmore once said, I live in 2 worlds. One is a world of books. I have visited Gatsby and West Egg Village, sailed a raft with Huck and Jim, and ventured through empowerment and emotions with Jane Austen. My second world is by far superior, made of flesh and bone, consisting of characters slightly less peculiar, but supremely real and full of love. These individuals are my guideposts for everything. I would not be standing in front of you today if it were not for my mom's motivation and obstinate courage to defy the odds. I would not be speaking to you today if it were not for my dad's ambition and integrity. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything. You are my twin pillars without which I could not stand. I am forever grateful to you as I continue on my journey to higher education, and I will take these attributes with me wherever I go. As we all continue on our journeys, I encourage you to realize that with everyone you meet, you take a trait of them with you, whether you like it or not. Thus, we're all just large, exquisite mosaics of different aspects of life, making us all unique and creating who we are. I have become a mosaic of so many wonderful leaders at Western, and I am beyond grateful that I have the opportunity to take that with me throughout my life. From Ms. Hendricks' constructive criticism turning me into the leader I am today, to making it on a Rojo's Twitter feed, to Coach Velasquez's scooter adventures, I am forever grateful for all the memories. Graduation from high school signifies the end of a chapter in one's life. It represents the completion of childhood. However, as eager as you may be to look with anticipation into the future, be sure to pause and be proud of what an accomplishment this is. Soak in this moment. This moment is ours, and it is a monumental shift in our journeys. I encourage you all to stay authentically you throughout life's triumphs and defeats, and to continuously make decisions that put you out of your comfort zone. The world is ours now. Do not be put into a box. It has been an absolute honor to serve as a class officer for the past 4 years. One of the keys to life that I have learned through my education at Western is to reach for your goals even if you are intimidated by the outcome. And as my idol, Blair Waldorf, once said, "Destiny is for losers. It's just an excuse for people to wait for things to happen instead of making them happen." I urge you to take your futures into your hands and make your life all you wish for and more. As we move on and let Western High School become a part of our memoirs, I hope that we all continue to grow and inspire others as exquisite young individuals. Thank you. It's been real.
Before I start, I want everyone to look around and take a deep breath, because guess what? We finally made it. Good afternoon and welcome to the class of 2021 high school graduation. My name is Lisa Marcano, the student government president. It has been such a privilege to lead my fellow students these past few years, and I am so amazed at what we have all accomplished. To think that only 4 years ago, we all walked through the doors of Western High School as short, intimidated freshmen is astonishing. Looking around now, it's easy to see how far we've all come. Now I think that deserves a round of applause for the class of 2021. We have really grown into such amazing young adults with so much potential, but I think all my fellow students can agree when I say we could not have done this alone. I am so grateful for the support of all the amazing teachers and guidance counselors we were all so lucky to have over the years. But above all, I am most proud of our ability to persevere given the conditions of this school year. Senior year is supposed to be one of the best years of our lives. Yes, it's sad that after years of anticipation, we missed out on winning the pep rally for once, our last homecoming, and Mr. Western, but I promise this is just the beginning. Some of us will be moving on to some of the most prestigious universities in the country, some will move on to the armed forces, and some are still trying to find their way. But there is one thing I can guarantee. We will all be successful if we put our minds to it. Despite the difficulties of this school year, I'm still beyond thankful for all the lifelong memories we were able to make with each other. From the Friday night football games where we would chant in the stands in unison for our Wildcat teams, especially if we were playing against Cypress, to rushing to the W to take group pictures during the many spirit weeks we did get to have, and simply seeing our friends between classes, these memories are ones that I will always hold close to my heart because once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Now I want to give a special shout out to all of the parents and guardians in the room and watching from home. Parenting a high school student is definitely difficult at times. You can even ask my mom. But I applaud all of the guests here with us this afternoon because you did it. Your children are sitting here, waiting to flip their tassels and embark on a brand new journey, all because you've helped us grow into the people we are now since the first day you dropped us off at kindergarten. It is so surreal to be standing up here delivering this speech. We have all heard our parents, teachers, siblings, and past graduates warning us of how fast these 4 years would go by. But I think now we can all agree and see eye to eye. High school flew by. The resilience in this graduating class leaves me speechless, pun intended, because my time is almost up. This goodbye is truly a bittersweet one. It has been an honor to serve as your 2020-2021 Student Government President, and as always, go Wildcats.
And now our award-winning chorus will perform For Good from Wicked, if you'll watch on the video.
Into lives for a reason.
I know they're not here, but I'd like to thank Mr. Mons and the chorus for that beautiful performance. Thank you again. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so pleased to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of Western High School's class of 2021. I know that these are extraordinary times, and I want to thank you all for joining us today for this unprecedented event. I would like to thank our stage guests first. Thank you to our school board members, Ms. Rich Levinson and Ms. Korn, for your support and vision, for allowing us to thrive and providing us the opportunities this fine school has to offer its students. Thank you. Thank you to Ms. Martin and Mr. LePage for your continued support and commitment to all the students of all the schools of Broward County. Now I'd like to address the incredible faculty and staff of Western High School. During these unprecedented times, we've had to prepare for this graduation ceremony in a way we've never had before. First time in the building, doing something that we've never done before. So today, there are over 50 faculty and staff members that have volunteered to participate either as line leaders on the floor or working behind the scenes to help ensure that this is a beautiful event for everyone. It takes many people working together as a group, as a family, to make an event like this possible. The Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." You all do the right thing, the right way, every day. And Western High School is a great school because of your continued excellence. Teachers, faculty, and staff of Western High School, if you would please stand and be recognized. Right where you are, please stand. Please stand, all of you. Please stand up. Thank you for all that you do for the students and community at Western High School. Thank you. Of course, we wouldn't be here without all the support and love that the students get from their parents. So parents, I want to thank you tonight. I want to thank you for all your sacrifices and all the contributions you've made to the class of 2021. Thank you for ferrying your children to and from countless events, practices, study sessions, games, for being there to take care of an injury or an illness, or to mend the occasional broken heart. Thank you for encouraging and congratulating our students, for keeping them safe and healthy, for helping our Wildcats exceed even their own lofty expectations. And this year, especially, for taking on all those added responsibilities at home during the virtual learning. Thank you, parents, so much for everything you've done for the students. Students, if you would, applause for your parents. Lastly, I always like to thank 3 special Wildcat fans that are watching somewhere out there on the live stream. Thank you to my beautiful wife and my 2 amazing children. One, a 4th grader in Fox Trail, coming up the pipeline. The other, a sophomore at Western High School currently. Thank you for loving and supporting me and helping me be the best husband, father, and leader that I can be. Thank you. And now I come to the favorite part, my favorite part of the program, where I get to brag a little bit about these Wildcats. I'd like to thank this magnificent class, going up all the way up to the sides, as you can see, 700 plus strong. I want to thank you for everything you've done this year, everything you've had to deal with. Your impact goes way beyond the walls at Western High School. Your achievements reach out into the community and beyond. Let's just spend a few moments remembering and thinking about all your incredible accomplishments. This year, like every other year, our award-winning debate team continued to be one of the top 1% programs in the entire country. They took first place in multiple tournaments, including Harvard, Emory, Blue Key at UF, and Glenbrooks in Chicago. They won multiple state championships at different levels, and 28 students qualified for nationals. That's a new record at Western High School. Congratulations. Our STEM Academy, arguably the best one of any public school in the country, continues to impress. The rocketry team was first in flight simulation at the Florida Astronaut Challenge, and they are ranked nationally. Western Robotics won the Inspire Award, given to the best team in South Florida. They came in first place for design and had multiple teams competing at the state championships once again. And our solar car team, they are the reigning national champions, and they will be returning this summer to Texas Motor Speedway to try to maintain and keep that title as national champions this year with an electric car powered with solar batteries. Yeah, created by high school students. That's pretty incredible. As you saw with chorus already, our Western Fine Arts, Visual Arts, and Performing Arts programs are doing great work. Western High School's drama department received 5 superior ratings at the Florida State Thespian Festival. We had multiple award-winning paintings at the Superintendent and Congressional Art exhibitions. And our chorus, as you saw, this year we had 5 Weston Music Society scholarship winners and 1 Florida All-State singer. Impressive. This year, Western High School had 11 Silver Knight finalists and 1 Silver Knight honorable mention in English. Congratulations, Perry. I know you're out there. Congratulations. Perry Gilbert. I'm sure those are his parents. We also had a National Merit finalist. I want to congratulate Ethan Wood. Congratulations, Ethan. I know his parents. Our athletic programs also did extremely well, competing and placing at district, regional, and state competitions. This year we had 6 district champions, including girls lacrosse, boys volleyball, and wrestling. We had 5 different sports make it to the regional level competitions, including flag football, girls tennis, and track and field. In fact, I'd venture to say this is one of the best years we've ever had in athletics, overcoming the incredible obstacles and difficulties we had to deal with dealing with COVID and performing on the field. This year, several teams had the best year in school history. Our girls basketball team had its best year ever. We made it all the way to the regional finals, 1 game from the state championship. Best year ever. Our boys basketball team had its best year ever. We were the district and regional champions. And for the first time in school history, we made it all the way to the state championships. And Coach Hardy, if you're watching out there, Coach, was named head coach of the year for the 2nd year in a row. Congratulations. Our girls flag football team had its best year ever. They were district and regional champions, and for the first time in school history, they made it to the state championships. They made it to the final and were a hair away from winning the championship, came in as runner-ups, and we look forward to going back there next year and taking the trophy. Congratulations, girls. We had 7 scholar athletes representing multiple sports, and at the All-County Scholarship Banquet, we had 2 All-County winners. Congratulations to Jeremy Lever, if you're out there, for baseball. Congratulations, Jeremy. And congratulations to Sydney Hoover for basically every other sport, because she plays them all. Sydney, wherever you are out there. Congratulations, Sydney. We had 18 athletes receive partial or full scholarships. Think about that. 18 of our athletes got scholarships. They're going to get paid an education for free because of their prowess on the field. That includes girls soccer, wrestling, boys and girls basketball, boys and girls bowling, and 11 scholarships in football alone. Congratulations, athletes. Of course, many of our seniors excelled in the academic field as well. This year, Western High School celebrates our seniors for earning 264 industry certifications at the state or national level in one of our career tech ed programs. That means 35% of the senior class that you see out there tonight is entering the workforce as a certified professional right out of high school. We had 280 seniors, or 37% of the graduating class, taking dual enrollment college courses while still in high school. We had 287 seniors taking 736 advanced placement exams this year. Unbelievable. And 73 of our seniors took 94 different Cambridge exams. In fact, this is the first year ever that Western High School has had Cambridge diploma recipients. There are 30 plus seniors out there right now who passed 7 Cambridge college level courses and exams in a 25-month period. 7 in 25 months. And parents, I know that you know this already, this entitles them to a full Bright Future Scholarship, 30 plus. Cambridge diploma recipients, if you're out there, please stand up and be recognized as this is our inaugural year. Cambridge diploma recipients, please stand and be recognized. You're setting the bar now for everybody else. Every year we will be comparing to this class as our first class of Cambridge diploma graduates and recipients. So thank you so much. You really set the bar high. Thank you. Congratulations, parents. By the way, that's all free money. Remember that, college. Tonight, in total, our seniors have been awarded over $4 million in scholarships. $4 million in scholarships that parents will not have to worry about because they worked so hard and got the grades necessary to get into colleges and have it paid for. Very impressive. And tonight, as we counted up right before we got here, we are graduating 94% of our seniors on time tonight here. So congratulations, seniors, for your hard work. Congratulations. This is the part that really separates Western High School, I believe, from most other schools. So please listen to this part carefully. This year, because of the extraordinary circumstances surrounding COVID, the volunteer learning service hours requirement for seniors was waived. They did not have to turn in any service hours to graduate, not even the minimum. It was waived. So they didn't have to worry about volunteering to help others because it wasn't required. Much less did they have to worry about turning those hours in right before they graduated. Even so, this incredible group of young men and women somehow found the time, even dealing with COVID restrictions while they volunteered, to accumulate 88,230 service learning hours as a graduating class. I'll put that in perspective for you. Yep. If you add up those numbers, that adds up to 3,676 days, or over 10 years of time that they volunteered to help others, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. That's Western High School right there. Thank you, class of 2021, for giving of yourself so much to the community, even though you didn't have to. It says a lot about you. This year, 9 of you out there tonight will be moving on to become active members in a branch of the United States Armed Forces. 2 of you will be joining the Navy, 3 of you will be joining the Army, and 4 of you will be joining the Marines. We'd like to all thank you, of course, for choosing to serve your country and protect our freedoms. I say tonight, may God bless you and give you strength and courage, and most importantly, may He protect you and return you home safely. Thank you. And of course, many more of you will go on to receive wonderful educations and have been accepted to elite state colleges and universities, including, here's some, the University of Pennsylvania, Tulane, Johns Hopkins, Duke, UNC Chapel Hill, and MIT. Many more of you will attend prestigious in-state universities like UM or UF, FAU, FIU, and UCF. And every year there's a small group of you that just make this incredibly wise choice, a choice to attend the Florida State University. Sometimes it pays to have the microphone. I can't help myself. So in preparing for tonight, I thought a lot about this graduating class. You know, every year I say that every class is unique in its own way, and it is true. But this class, more than any other, I think is memorable in its own way, isn't it? These last couple of years have been truly unbelievable. There's no other way to put it. Think about it. Future graduating classes will actually be reading about your experiences in their history books. They'll turn to a page where the country and the world will shut down, and you guys will be in those pages. There were hurricanes shutting down schools, if you remember. There was that once-in-a-generation solar eclipse. Remember, don't stare into the sun. And then, of course, a pandemic that hasn't been seen for over 100 years. Think about that. COVID arrived. It sent us all home. Quarantine, virtual learning, shut down the planet. At times, and I literally joke about this at home with my kids, especially my little one, it felt like we were living in a science fiction movie. I've seen this before. Tons of questions and no answers. So patiently, you waited. And of course, some of us were dealing with family illnesses, financial troubles, and other losses. Tragedies that would shake even the most confident adults. And yet, patiently, you waited. The thought, of course, is that us, the adults, we're wise with life experiences, old, and we're here to guide you, prepare you for the future, right? But how can we prepare you for something that's never happened before? So again, patiently, you waited. Think back on this. You remember last March? We got the news school was closing, and it was mid-March. The last day on campus, and you just can't make this up, was Friday, March the 13th. Last year, Friday the 13th. And then, if you remember, a lot of us thought, oh, this is great. It'll be a couple of extra weeks tacked on to spring break, and we'll be right back. I remember thinking that. So patiently, you waited. For sure, things are going to get back to school after after summer. Excitement of coming back to school in August. Nope. Maybe back to normal after Thanksgiving. After winter break? No one sitting here imagined that it would take 15 months to get us to this point tonight. And ever so patiently, you have waited. These unprecedented circumstances has forced all of us to learn what it means to wait, to have real patience. And I don't think any term encapsulates what we've learned more than that one word, patience. The capacity to accept or tolerate delayed trouble or suffering without getting angry or upset. Patience. And it's the last part of that definition that's the key. The without getting angry or upset part. Because that's where the lesson is for all of us. A few months ago, during a teaching from Pastor John Lash from Greenhouse Church, he talked about this concept, waiting well. And it fascinated me. And I've been thinking about it ever since. I've defined it as waiting with anticipation and aspirations. Waiting with expectations, with optimism and with hope. Waiting with the faith that the future will be brighter and better things like just around the corner. You see, waiting well is what has helped all of us get through all of this. Although there were indeed trying times along the way for everyone, Western High School's graduating class of 2021, you guys did not just wait. You waited well. And finally, today, we can all say to you, you have waited long enough. Now's your time. Today, graduation day, you're on the cusp of a new future. Whatever the experience has been for you, let the challenges of the last 4 years, and especially this last year and a half, let that be lessons learned and not lessons lost. Do not simply move on from your COVID experience. Don't treat it like a fleeting memory. Instead, I ask you to move forward. Move forward remembering and appreciating your family and friendships. Move forward with that newfound love, whatever it was you discovered. Reading, enjoying nature, meditating, exercising, quiet time. Move forward with positivity, persistence, and poise. Turn all the negatives into positives. Turn all the hardships into blessings. You can do that now. Sorry. I told them they couldn't cry, and now I'm doing it. As I close, please let these words resonate with you. Remember to always treat each other with dignity and respect. Do not let even one opportunity to act with integrity pass you by. You do that every time, you'll never regret it. Let the ones you know that you love, let them know how you feel about them on a regular basis, because I think we've all learned over and over again that tomorrow's not promised. I hope you know by now, it's obvious to all of you that working with high school students, teenagers specifically, it's my passion. I've been doing this for 27 years now, all at the high school level. More than half my life. In essence, fact, you guys are my life's work. And I'm honored to stand in front of you. And I'm humbled today and excited for what you will become. Graduating class of 2021, thank you for the last 4 years. I have been absolutely blessed to be your proud principal. And for the last time, and you parents are going to love to hear this, no more phone calls. I say to you right now, go Wildcats.
Good afternoon. Lori Rich Levinson was elected in 2010 and re-elected in 2014 and 2018 as the District 6 Broward County School Board member. Born and raised in South Florida, she has 3 children, all of whom attended Broward County Public Schools. Lori Rich Levinson graduated from Miami Palmetto Senior High School and received a bachelor's degree in economics from Brandeis University. She's been in the business world for over 35 years and was a parent activist for over 20 years at the school, area, and district levels. Ms. Levinson presently represents the school board on the board of directors of the Council of the Great City Schools, Greater Fort Lauderdale Alliance, the Early Childhood Learning Coalition, and the Broward County Climate Change Task Force. Additionally, she sits on the state board of Take Stock in Children and is a JAFCO Children's Ability Center board member. Ms. Levinson.
Thank you, and good afternoon. A plethora of strong and meaningful emotions flood our hearts at momentous occasions such as graduations. They are a time of reflection about memories made, happiness and celebration about the present, and enthusiasm and excitement about the future. I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all the families, friends, administrators, faculty, and staff who have played an integral role and contributed in countless ways to making our graduate success a reality, particularly this challenging year. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates. Your achievement is the result of dedication, persistence, and hard work, all qualities that will stead you well throughout your life. Enjoy this amazing moment you deserve with family and friends. Today marks the beginning of new challenges and accomplishments. As you move forward to reach the goals you have or will be setting, remember to find balance between work and play. Savor the great times and experiences along the way. Each graduating class is a slice of hope for the future. H, honor. It is paramount to always act with honesty and integrity, as this is how your character is defined. O, opportunity. Throughout your life, opportunities will present themselves in various forms. Believe in yourself and seize or create the ones that speak to you. P, passion. Whatever stage is next for you, college, career, or the military, dream limitlessly, explore intensely, and choose what makes you happy and what you truly love. E, excellence. Always strive to do your best at everything in which you engage and reach your highest potential. You are the first generation immersed in an interconnected global world where embracing technology is innate to you. I am confident the skills and knowledge you have acquired throughout your school years will enable you to research the facts thoroughly and leverage technology in a positive way. You possess the power to model for prior generations how to speak to and with each other and not at each other in order to find solutions collaboratively and make our world a better place. As William Butler Yeats once said, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. I wish you all happiness as you pursue opportunity with honor, passion, and excellence. Congratulations, class of 2021.
School Board Member Donna Korn is your county-wide board member representing all of Broward County Public Schools. Ms. Korn has served as the guardian ad litem and board member of Handy, which supports Broward County's foster children. She has passionately dedicated her life to advocating for children through her involvement in organizations such as the Children's Services Council, Voices for Children of Broward, and the United Way. She was privileged to participate in honor flight to serve and honor veterans during a trip to Washington, D.C. Ms. Korn is a graduate and former English teacher at the Western High School, thereafter earning her bachelor's degree from Emory University. Ms. Korn's greatest accomplishment is being the mother of 3 amazing children who have proudly attended our Broward County Public Schools. Ms. Korn.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So I'd like to first start by further recognizing those graduates who are going on to protect our freedoms by serving in the armed forces. If I could ask for each of you to please stand now and be recognized. Please remain standing just for a moment longer, and I would like those in the audience who are also with us today who have served or are currently serving in one of the branches of our military to please stand and be recognized for your service with our graduates. Thank you. Please be seated, and thank you so much for your service. On a personal note, I want to share how excited I am to be here this afternoon to congratulate all of our Western Wildcat graduates. As a graduate myself and prior English teacher here at Western, I love black and gold to my core. I'm also lucky enough to have 3 inspiring children, one of whom already graduated here at Western, one who is a rising sophomore, and my son who is graduating with you today. Facing 2 years of high school under these COVID conditions has been trying to say the least, and for some, more than others. I wish we could give you back so many of the memories that you should have had over these past 2 years, but it has afforded many families more time to spend together and to cherish with their family members, as I can say I have with my son. So to my Blake, you have always made life exciting, and you have certainly made these last couple of years like living on the edge, to say the least. Through it all, I have seen the incredible heart that you have. You share it with others, and I could truly not be prouder of you than the man you have become. I cannot wait to see what your next steps in your journey are. With that, to all of our 2021 Western Wildcat graduates, congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Cohen, the Western High School School Counseling Director, and I have the privilege of speaking about our honor graduates. Traditionally, students who graduate with academic honors wear a cord symbolic of graduating with a grade point average of 3.75 or higher. Tonight, as their names are called, please take notice of our graduates and the various cords and colors they are wearing to indicate their accomplishments. The top 2% honor graduates of the class of 2021 received a gold and white cord. Students in the top 5% received a gold and crimson honor cord. And students who were in the top 10% or earned a 3.75 grade point average or higher received a gold honor cord. This year, the top 5% of the class have a grade point average that ranges from 5.277 to 5.5942. And these students will be leading our graduates at the start of roll call. The silver cord is given to any student who has earned 250 or more service hours during their high school career. And we commend these students for their selflessness and spirit of serving others. Finally, the Seal of Biliteracy is an award given by a school, district, or state in recognition of students who have studied and attained proficiency in 2 or more languages by high school graduation. I hope that you are all displaying your cords proudly tonight for your families. You have earned it. Congratulations.
Hello again. Rachel Chang, will you join me at the podium, please? With a cumulative weighted grade point average of 5.5833, it is my pleasure to announce Rachel Chang as the salutatorian for the class of 2021. During her high school career, Rachel has taken 29 college-level courses. That includes 15 advanced placement classes, 3 Cambridge courses, and 11 dual enrollment classes. She was a National Merit Scholar nominee and an AP Scholar with distinction and is the recipient of an AP Capstone Diploma. Rachel is an extremely talented artist as well. In addition to being the president of the Art Club in 2018 and 19, she received the Congressional Art Recognition Award, won the Teacher Idea Exposition and the Reflections Art Competition, placed at the Broward County Student Artist Showcase, and this year received the Broward Superintendent's Art Award. By the way, if you look in the middle of your yearbook, you'll see one of her best paintings, in my opinion, in the yearbook as well. Rachel has also found the time to accumulate 266 volunteer service hours. She somehow accomplished all this while also working a part-time job. This is an inside joke for me and her. I know this because I stop at Poke Ramen and Davy twice a week, where she's my favorite server. Next year, Rachel will be attending the University of Florida, where she plans to major in architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2021, I present to you your salutatorian, Rachel Chang.
Good afternoon, everyone. And to my classmates, graduates of Western High School, I say congratulations. And I say, wow, what a year it has been for the class of 2021. 21. Yeah, that is our graduation year. But 21 is also the number of times that I was called Chink in the 1 week time frame before our school went online from COVID-19. And that type of ugliness was coming from everywhere and everyone. It is undoubtedly clear that the emergence of this global pandemic throughout the past year and a half has been pretty brutal. Not only on us high school students having to sit in front of a screen for 7 hours a day without any physical interaction, but for the teachers as well, watching a screen of initials and waiting for a single student to finally respond back to them, and for the staff, having to reorganize the entire structure of a school that has been around for years. As an East Asian female living in America, it has been an absolute nightmare. At the time of the first confirmed case of COVID in Broward County on March 8th, 2020, I was chased out of a Walgreens because they did not want, and I quote, China virus people in the store. And that was the first of countless racially profiled interactions that I have experienced in the past year and a half. Scrolling through social media every day, you can see yet another Asian grandparent being beaten in the streets and being blamed for the virus. Having to fear for not only my life, but the lives of my parents and peers just on a single trip to the grocery store became our reality. And I know I am not alone in this experience. I know it is not only Asian Americans that share this sentiment, but my fellow people of color, my African American friends, my Native American friends, my Pacific Islander friends, my Hispanic and Latino friends, and all of those that have been subjected to racism and hate crimes in America. I am not here today to give a political speech. However, as the only person of color student standing before you today, I'm not going to just stand here and give a lofty speech about how great high school was and how amazing college will be for us. In order to praise the accomplishments of not only myself, but of every student here, we must first acknowledge the struggles that many of us have faced to get to this point. And not just academic struggles, but ones of personal and cultural identities. Struggles that have been deep-rooted within so many of us since we were kids, and struggles that have taken years of introspection to rediscover ourselves. Struggles that we have internalized, beating ourselves up over aspects of our identities that we have no control over, and hating parts of us that make us the person we are today. These fights are what has gotten us this far, to where we are here. So I applaud every single one of you. To my African American and Black peers who have constantly been diminished because of their race and have been substantialized to only their athletic abilities, who have to live in fear every time a siren sounds, I applaud you. To my Asian American peers who have been subjected to the model minority myth, who have been infantilized and fetishized because of pop culture and yet has faced a year of hatred because of this pandemic, I applaud you. To my Native American and Indigenous peers who had their lands and culture stripped from them and to this day still face the effects of colonialism and imperialism, I applaud you. To my Middle Eastern peers who have been facing struggle after struggle and are in constant fear of their families and friends being struck down by a militant government, who've had their land stolen and abused, I applaud you. To my Hispanic and Latino peers who have to constantly fight for inclusion and acceptance, and whose culture is often stolen and profited off of, who work so hard to learn a new language just to provide themselves educational opportunity, I applaud you. To anyone else that is part of a marginalized community or has faced discrimination of any kind, whether it be anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, sexism, racism, or any other discrimination, I applaud you for getting here today. And I congratulate all of you for pushing through these struggles and making this the strongest class of students ever. So to the class of 2021 graduates, I applaud you. Congratulations to you all, and thank you.
With a cumulative weighted grade point average of 5.5942, it is my pleasure to announce Juliana Forero as the valedictorian for the class of 2021. During her high school career, Juliana has taken 28 college-level courses. That includes 15 advanced placement, 8 Cambridge courses receiving a Cambridge diploma, and 5 dual enrollment courses. Juliana was a president of the National Honor Society, then the vice president of the Peace Corps, Positively Pause, and Save a Children's Heart clubs. Juliana is also a very talented dancer. She's been doing ballet, contemporary, jazz, tap, and modern dance since she was 3 years old. Backstage, we're joking about how she was going to curtsy at the end of this. Juliana also found the time to accumulate 365 volunteer service hours. Next year, Juliana will be attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where she plans to major in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2021, I present to you your valedictorian, Juliana Forero.
So I was really counting on giving this speech from my living room over a Zoom call, but thanks to the magic that Mr. Rojo has worked, along with all of the incredible faculty at Western over the past year, here we are, face to face, and I could not be more grateful. On behalf of the senior class, I'd like to thank you all for ensuring that we had the best version of a senior year that this challenging year would allow for, making sure that we could still have a prom, graduation parade, and the graduation ceremony that we had been dreaming of for the past 4 years. And to the family and friends here to celebrate with us today, you can finally take a deep breath. We made it. No more yelling at us to wake up over the sound of our alarms going off for the 10th time, no checking if we did our homework, or waiting in car lines only to find out we have to stay late for a club meeting. Your support and encouragement throughout these past 4 years has meant more to any of us than we will ever let on. And while I imagine it may be bittersweet to watch us head out into the world, I hope you can take pride in getting us all this far and take joy in the fact that you can now reclaim that kitchen table that's been converted into a classroom for the past year. To the teachers who have made this school feel so much like home that I had to beg my parents to stay 2 years ago when they moved to North Carolina. Thank you, Mr. V, Miss Leaf, Miss Wood, Miss Rios, for always leaving your door open to me. And to all of my teachers for pushing me to become a better student and person these past 4 years. To my friends for being my support system since kindergarten and for always offering me a second home. I seriously wouldn't be standing up here if it weren't for you. Without our 2 a.m. adventures, concerts in the car, and endless hours of laughing, I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have, and for that, I'm forever grateful to you guys. And finally, I want to give a very special thank you to my family, who never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. To my parents who have worked so hard to provide me with every opportunity I've had and encouraged me in any endeavor I've attempted. To my older sister, who is my guidepost through life, and my little brother, who has been smarter than all of us since the day he was born. Now for the real stars of the show, the ones who we are here to celebrate today. I want to congratulate the resilient, inspiring, incomparable class of 2021. We've dreamt of this moment for years, between late nights of studying, a blurry image strung together by the scenes of High School Musical and Mean Girls. In the blink of an eye, after 4 years of seriously hard work and some last-minute Quizlet memorization, we finally made it. This is the part where I'm supposed to offer you some inspired piece of wisdom, but I'm 17 years old, so take this with a grain of salt. I think the class of 2021 has gained more than our fair share of wisdom in the past year. We've learned that the age-old dream of school being canceled can quickly turn into a nightmare. We've learned that the mundane rhythms of life, conversations during our lunch laps, the exhausting race from Dario's room to the student parking lot, the frantic attempt to find someone to lend you $1 after school on Wednesdays, the birds pooping on us at lunch, okay, maybe with the exception of the last one. We've learned that those small, everyday moments, the ones you never thought you'd miss, become the ones that mean the most. We learned that fleeting days leading to graduations or great endings shouldn't be crossed down or crossed off calendars, but appreciated and cherished. We learned that it's more important to remember moments like family dinners and carpools to practice than how to find a Maclaurin polynomial. Sorry, Miss Leaf. The lessons we have learned from this year will live with us longer than those from any course unit or pop quiz. So make every 11-11 wish come true. Never try to leave the student parking lot in someone else's trunk, and live every day as if it's the first after a year-long lockdown. Thank you.
Almost there, guys. Miss Levinson, would you please? Thank you. Miss Levinson, in accordance with the responsibility and authority afforded me by law, I hereby certify that the members of Western High School's class of 2021, seated here before you, have completed the graduation requirements of the state of Florida and the School Board of Broward County, and are entitled to the diploma or certificate they are about to receive. And now, Ms. Levinson will certify the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Arrojo. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, Florida, I certify that these students have met all the requirements of the school board and the state of Florida for graduation from high school. Congratulations, Wildcats.
Go run. You hold that.
They know where to go. You've actually shown them.
To me. You ready? I'm just waiting. You're going to hand the cards so she can keep them in order. Just wait. Just hang on. Juliana Ferrero. Rachel Chang. Lisa Marcano. Sophia Elliott. Savannah Adams. Rebecca Aliberta. Noah Alkali. David Allen. Jordan Appleblatt. Kayla Butter. Christian Carros. Sarah Castano. Alexander Daniochek. Allie Einbinder. Jordan Fine. Karina Flores. Gerardo Fontes. Liam Forges. Sarah Fryer. Emma Gelch. Peretz Gilbert. Samantha Gilbert. Jose Luis Herrera. Rohan Jason. Andrew Katz. Noah Katz. Caitlin Krinsky. Emily Leff. Sarah Lee. Valerie Leon. Jeremy Lever. Dalton Longstreth. Jake Miller. Nathan Nguyen. Yellow Mamba. There you go. Ben Ofrey. Jennifer Perellis. Haley Fan. Josh Reamer. Gabriela Sanchez. Gabrielle Skolnick. Leora Tuchman. Trent Wantman. Bria Weisblatt. Ethan Wood. Justin Worley.
Gary Adams. Femi Adebori. Ariana Augusto. Ava Alvarado. Annalise Alvarez. Humberto Alvarez. Jonathan Amaya. Isabella Amaya. Dana Amir. Jack Anderson. Cindy Anderson Munoz. Kevin Angel. Riley Alvaro. Alexis Arus. Astrid Arujo. Melanie Arce. Maria Ardilla. Michaela Argueta Gomez. Camilia Baki. Nadia Auguste. Sky Avni. Ashley Baez. Valeria Barbosa. Shelby Baker. Nirka Arias. Alina Banu. Daniela Barbarina. David Barrett. Sophia Barnes. Juan Barrera. Brian Bartley. D'Angela Belacasar. Sienna Vasquez. Camila Bastardo. Anistia Batista. Brianna Bax. Valeria Bauza. Nicholas Beckett. Aiden B. Nadia Barton de la Mora. Athena Beltran. Corel Benavente. Deborah Bender. Rodia Benel. Sierra Benheim. Catherine Benitez. Angelin Benny. Jonathan Ben Simon. Ori Ben Simon. Maria Laura Bernal. Robert Berry. Ana Sofia Benacourt. Victor Bricler. Amanda Blanco. Colin Blocker. Jacob Bloom Puglisi. Nicholas Bonard. Joshua Boner. Victoria Booth. Chloe Bollinger. Tatiana Brand. Megan Bria. Daniel Bross. Jalen Brown. Carolyn Brudzinski. Aranza Camacho. Brock Brunette. Kevin Casares. Valeria Cadavid. Daniela Candena. Amanda Katie. Gregory Casedo. Luis Calderon. Hannah Buhadana. Imani Campbell. Sydney Hoover. Carlos Canabal. Melanie Canestales Bulanos. Stephanie Cara. Valentina Cara. Logan Cardinal. Amelia Carpio. Angie Carillo. Alec Carillo. Henry Casanova. Jeremy Casanova. Juan Pablo Casteblanco. Diego Antonio Castro Agosto. Adriana Carigusquilla. Alexia Serrato. Karen Cepiles. Samuel Chachin. Maverick Chambliss. Marlene Camaro. Max Chandler. Jocelyn Chapuy. Gennaro Bocanegra. Alexander Christian. Christopher Sheehan. Jomanili Simius. Ashley Sinius. Jackson Clare. Daniela Chaharis. Christian Cobo. Maylin Coleman. Elizabeth Coley. Amy Colmenares. Jaden Cologne. Mateo Daniel Conjote. Aiden Constantine. Chiara Constantini. Christopher Contreras. Desiree Copeland. Devin Cordero. Madison Cordero. Melissa Cordero. Jimena Cordoba. Sofia Correra. Isabella Corridor. Liliana Corrijero. Alia Costa. Brianna Crescente. Jocelyn Crescente. Vivian Crusette. Sophia Cuervo. Nicholas Cusco. Roy Dahan. Catherine Dare. Maria Damasco. Jean Daniel. Sorry, Carter. Carter Davis. Casey Davis. Amit Dayan. Fernando De Achura. Dante De Jesus. Stacy De La Cruz. Jennifer D'Angelo. Jade De Caceres. Andre Declet. Marquise De Fran. Sophia De Groats. Max Del Toro Ivy. Haley Delgado. Manuela Delgado. Gabriela Diaz. Nicholas Diaz. Robert Diaz. Sabrina Diaz. Tara Diaz. Louis Diepa. Mateo De Salvatore. Kyle Dixon. Gabriela Dominguez. Haley Dorn. Sebastian Dupre. Oh, Santiago Duque. Alyssa Durgasing. Joseph Dyson. Kayla Echemendia.
Ross Edric. Olaya Elesgaray. Stacy Elliard. Jaden Efford. Gianni Erba. Courtney Ernst. Orville Esclusa, Javier Escobar, Julian Escobar, Sashi Espinosa, Brittany Esquivel Chispal, Julian Estro, Dominic Edrich, Haslet Fernandez, Antonella Ferraioli, Caio Ferreira, Christopher Rufino, Jake Finkelstein, Avon Fisher, Ashley Flores, Evro Flores, Wilmer Flores, Jason Piner, Jovan Graff, Erin Persif, Mackenzie Fortino, Olivia Friedman, Jaden Friend, Christopher Fries, Victoria Fritz, Ashley Fry, Manuel Galesio, Richard Foresto, Conor Garcia, Daniela Garcia, Juliet Garcia, Sebastian Garcia, Valeria Garcia, Antonio Garrido, Alexa Garter, Jennifer Ganader, Brandon Gerber, Alejandra Gimon, Willow Giordano, Seth Goldstein, Nito Gonzalez Torres, Alejandro Gonzalez, Angelica Gonzalez, Antonio Gonzalez, Daniel Gonzalez, Isabella Gonzalez, Julian Gonzalez, Catherine Gonzalez, Samantha Gonzalez, Alexa Gottlieb, Caterina Gaffalion, Alex Graff, Natalia Gagirena, Jayla Grala Vargas, Dylan Gregory, Sebastian Gray, Justine Grieve, Emily Guerrero, Colton Gwynn, Brighton Wynn. Vanessa Grisandis. David Gutierrez. Maria Gutierrez. Valeria Gusardo. Wilbur Habersham. Joshua Hammer. Virag Hargitay. William Harper. Corinne Harper. Nolan Hart. Tristan Hedrick. Ella Herman. Ana Elena Hernandez Paez Pullman. Carlos Hernandez. Camila Hernan. Anthony Kwasum. Hunter Herrero. Mackenzie Hicks. Dylan Harrison. Alexandra Host Perfecto. Fuhui Huyn. Wilhelm Huper. Amanda Hertog. Sydney Hopkinson. Pamela Iriarte. Sheikh Islam. Efren Istudis. Alec Jackson. Richard Jaquez. Josias Jimenez. Dylan Jonas. Ty Joseph. Alejandro Jovine. Yes. Rondell Juba. Gina Cahook. Ethan Kaplan. Garrett Kaplan. Leela Kessler. Fred Killings. Rachel Kim. Cyan King. Leo Kischerberg. Emma Klauber. Sophie Klein. Blake Korn. Diana Kovacs. Ready? Alan Lee.
Lariana Labastida. Jason Leboy. Catherine Lanza. Christian Lanzillo. Alexis Lass. Kyle Lass. Saya Latino. Ariana Labrada. Gretchen Larco. Ariana Leidy. Giovanna Leva. Daniel Liscano. Oriana Leota. Allison Lezama. Anthony Licata. Cole Lieberman. Mitchell Lieberman. Dylan Lindsay. Angie Leon. Rachel Llanos. Victoria Lacriccio. Isabella Loyacano. Lucas Landos. Daniel Lopez. Naya Lopez. Samantha Lopez. Santiago Lopez. Angelo Luciola. Baylor Lukowski. Ian Maldonado. Dot Ma. Stephen Maybrick. Sheldon Marcelin. Rebecca Machado. Mariah Maddox. Zaul Madera Lucero. Diana Luna. Aaron Maldonado. Anthony Marano. Janessa Machado. Aileen Marin. Anthony Marino. Alnair Marquez Milan. Marlon Marquez. Madison Marrero. Justin Martin. Eric Pineda. Andreina Martinez. Aaron Markowitz. Eduardo Martinez. Gerald Martinez. Marcos Marval. Emily Mason. Sebastian Matias. Jalissa Matute. Luis Mauricio. Latrice Maxwell. Rachel Mejia. Hunter McCrara. Jessica McCord. Kayla McDowell. Joshua McInnes. Nikita McLean. Maya McQueen. Noah Meyer. Jose Mejia. Edwin Mendiola. Gabriela Mendoza. Jessica Mendoza. Amanda Bojanik. Adrian Mitchell. Sabrina Messenger. Andres Mevy. Shane Meyer. Ariana Meza. Tristan Malord. Sam Milrot. Katrina Meram. Benjamin Mercado. Juan Diego Mogallon. Amanda Montag. Alexa Montanari. Gianluca Monteleone. Luis Montero. Ashley Moore. Andy Morales. Marilyn Morales. Michelle Morales. Liliana Moran. Mateo Morera. Nathaniel Morel. Elizabeth Moreno. Zachary Morris. Giassi Mosi. Cassandra Mascara. Maximus Mascara. Nusha Masavi. Liam Mulig. Matthew Munoz. Michael Murillo. Jessica Murphy. Musa Naim. Christopher Napolitano. Catherine Navas. Megan Negron. Anthony Nelson. Alex Nevelov. William Newton. Ashley Meckler. Emily Wynn. Van Ann Wynn. Emily Nunez. Luis Nunez. Satya Nunez. Stephanie Ochoa. Christian Ogando. Haley Ojeda. Elizabeth Olalde. Morena Olalde. Edith Soler. Enid Soler. Tyler Orozco. Jonathan Oliveira. Pamela Onate. Paola Orellana. Daniela Orozco. Jorge Ortega Soriano. Adrian Ortiz Figueroa. Sebastian Ortiz. Valeria Ortiz. Paola Osorio. Gavin Ostro. Alexa Ateniano Anlas. Gislaine Ovalles. Ethan Owen. Meralda Pacome. Shauna Page. Juliana Palencia. Bjarni Pandy. Grant Pappas. D'Angelo Parajon. Rachel Paris. Angela Para. Bruno Para Sanchez. Matthew Pasqualini. Alyssa Paz. Caitlin Pensabini. Gabriel Perez. Ethan Peretz. Madison Pereira. Jacob Perez. Javier Perez. Grace Sosa. Tatiana Perez. Ana Julia Pesana. Peyton Peterson. Brianna Petrus. Nick Fan. Vivian Fung. Christian Pica. Jamila Pichardo. Maria Paula Prada. Joshua Pita. Isabella Planos. George Podobinski. Anna Pollock. Thomas Pollard. Stephanie Ritchie. Whitney Pierre Lewis. Jake Prado. Madison Prats. Alyssa Puppich. Francesca Pupillo. Matthew Pybus.
Congrats. Brandon Quesada. Diego Quintero. Eli Rayco. Dost Raja. Viraj Rajpal. Brian Ramirez. Camille Ramirez. Ricardo Ramos. Omeister Reyes. Mel Racco. Rudolph Reed. Priscilla Rengi. Sonia Resha. Isabella Reyes. Caitlin Reynolds. Julia Ribeiro. Anton Rayco. Jaden Richardson. Zachary Reinhardt. Ashley Rios Verostegui. Skyla Richings. Juliana Rivera. Kristen Rivera. Victoria Rivera. Matthew Roby. Matthew Robinson Jr. Nicola Robinson. Marcelo Robles. Adrian Manuel Rodriguez. Andres Rodriguez. Chanel Rodriguez. Emily Rodriguez. Robert Rodriguez. Valentina Rojas. Luis Romero. Jacob Rosado. Morgan Rosen. Justin Rosenberg. Sabrina Rossi. Emma Sacco. Andrew Rockhill. Maria Romero. Sterling December. Nicholas Correa. Andres Tynes. Victoria Arojo. Hytham Shaban. Juliet Mena. How you doing? Brandon Simpkin. Jordan Craig. Miguel Ramos Gubad. Claire Gallagher. Nicole Salazar. How you doing? Oh, that's her. I got it. Latrell Sam German. Latrell Sam German. Ah, easy. Nick Sanchez. Yasser Sanchez. Eden Sanders. Jacqueline Sanders. Summer Sanford. Hayden Sandler. Angelina Scala Nunez. Maxwell Scanlon. Jaden Scarlett. Paige Schaefer. Ryan Schmer. Catherine Schmidt. Jacob Schnellinger. Madison Schultz. Morgan Schultz. Dylan Schwartz. Lauren Schwartz. Sky Schwartz. Jaden Schwartzberg. Kendall Schweitzer. Robert Scott. Aiden Sekosen. Gavin Selfridge. Eric Sassums. Alana Sharpay. Jaden Shaw. Parker Scheib. Jackson Shore. Justin Simon. Louis Simonka. Justin Rodriguez. Jordan Slake. Summer Slater. Demi Slewowski. Sarah Smith. Emma Snyder. Sabrina Soares. Sabrina Solomon. Alyssa Solo. Mackenzie Somar. Vivian Steckbauer. Nicholas Stein. Stephen Sternberg. Olivia Tavares. Hey, Max Stevenson. Emma Stewart Garrison. Jeremy Suarez. Martin Inciarte. Andrew Suboni. Justin Thomas. Miranda Sullivan Hill. Isabella Tall. Catherine Tierney. Kayla Toledo. Ariana Tornabene. Michael Torres. Valerie Torres. Christian Tibbs. Natalia Travieso. Alexa Tross. Brianna Trotta. Paula Tua. Ashley Watkins. Kelsey Tucker. Caitlin Turbin. Karina Valdez. Caitlin Valdez. Kayla Valdez. Kelsey Valdez. Daniela Vallejo. Daniel Vallone. Dylan Van Ziel. Sophia Vasquez. Hey, what's up? Emma Vane. Joey Vega. Camilla Velarde. Willow Habersham. Nair Verhelst. Gabriela Vivas. Santiago Velez. Ashley Vickery. Julie Jane Marie Villasin. Michelle Wager. Amelia Walder. Taja Walker. Mia Wasserman. Kayla Watson. Jeremy Weber. Lauren Weinstein. Nicholas Wanger. Laura Whitman. Emily Williams. Shahita Williams. Mark Williamson. Emily Wilson. Jasmine Wilson. Jessica Wolf. Joshua Woloshin. Taylor Woodburn. Bruno Yanez. Caitlin Weiner. Robert Rivera. Mark Yellen. Sapir Yerushalmi. Ty Yoav. Sivan Yosef. Madison Lovina. Hadlamar Yusti Acosta. Valeria Tahera. Corin Zabatini. Alan Zhang. Logan Zolo. Abby Zaleski. Vladia Zuga. Brian Zuluaga. And Lane Zwick.
This concludes the graduate roll call. Now please welcome Sophia Elliott as she performs her last official duty as senior class president for the turning of the tassels.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You have made it this far, and our journey is almost complete. To signify the end of our high school career and the next chapter of our lives, let us move our tassels from the right to the left side of our caps. We are now officially Western High School graduates. We did it! And now, our last act as Western High School students, Mr. Montz and the chorus will lead us in the singing of the alma mater. Mr. Rojo, please address our graduates.
Alma mater, hail to thee. We love Western High. We will pledge our loyalty as the years go swiftly by. In these hallowed halls we'll cherish friends and teachers too. Our black and gold will always find a way to thee to be true.
Congratulations, graduates. Miss Ibarra in the back, will you please lead these Western High School alumni out to pick up their diplomas? Parents, guardians, friends, families, thank you. God bless you. Good night. Have a great day. Congratulations. Go Wildcats.